Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
Work. That was originally done for a soundtrack from a movie called Caught Up with Bokeem Woodbine and Cinda Williams. So they approached us about doing it. They explained what the concept was about, and we've been doing soundtracks. We did White Man Can't Jump. We did Trespass. We did M.O.P the Blues. We did Caught Up. We did 8 Mile. So we've always we did Blade, the first Blade. So we've always known how to make the record towards whatever they want out of soundtrack. Poetic Justice, A Long Way to Go, was for Poetic Justice. They turned it down, and we even say it in the song, and the hook says it's a long way to go when you don't know where you're going. And in Poetic Justice, Tupac and Janet Jackson, they were lost in the mail truck, not knowing where they're going. So they didn't take it, and we ended up putting on Hard to Earn. So same thing with Caught Up. But that one was accepted. It made it to the soundtrack. So when we put the album together, we was like, this is worthy enough to fit into the sequence of being on our album too. So they gave us the rights to be able to put it on our album and still have, sometimes when something's on the soundtrack, they want it exclusive for that, but they let us still put it on our album, and it didn't clash with them promoting it for the movie. I'm into different variations of how I sample, but sometimes I just like to do stabs, that's like a stab. Find out, just little short, jolts. But in the mix of that, you program it to make it, your head nod and do what it's supposed to do. So that was the idea. First of all, it's based on the songs we heard on the soundtrack prior to it coming out. So even that, if I hear like 4 songs off of the soundtrack, I can hear one. And it don't even have to be the lead single to a soundtrack. If I hear it, or even somebody's working on an album and they're like, let's check out a couple songs on my album, I totally can get into where I think I fit in sound-wise once I hear what they got. It's almost like, okay, so that's how you throw the ball. Watch how I throw it. Still throwing it, but my arm has a different lift than the way you throw it when your arm throws. So,
same thing.